Hey, okay, so here I am with my McDonald's coffee. No, my Circle K coffee. And here you guys are.
Thank you, buddy.
Sweet. You're bringing coffee?
You're a blessing, bro. Thanks, Doc. Wow.
I got one, sir.
That's all.
Take it.
No, I'm going to a class. I won't have anywhere to hold it.
And it should be bouncing off the walls.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind to smoke a joint. Anybody got a joint?
Oh, thanks, Doc.
Tom, what are you doing? Who are you?
Oh, just native coming to see some hockey here this weekend. I know you guys standing around.
Wow. That's nice to see you. See you later, Tom. He buys coffee for everybody? Do you guys know him? No. So my name is Janice, you guys. I have a channel on YouTube. It's called The Friendly Talker 1011 1011 because I had to come up with a handle. So I've been filming some of the people here in my neighborhood and stuff that are homeless. I'm assuming, are you homeless?
I actually just became homeless, but I'm technically not.
How old are you?
I'm 21. I turned 22 in about less than a month.
What's your name? You can give me a fake name.
Well, yeah, for the sake of some of the stuff I want to talk to you about.
Okay, sure.
You're gonna call me Jay.
Jay, hey, what's your name, gorgeous?
I go by Isabella.
Isabella?
Is gorgeous.
She is. I feel for you. How old are you?
I'm 28.
Hmm?
28.
28? Yeah. You homeless? Yeah. How about you? What's your name?
My name is Solomon.
Solomon. Okay.
Come on.
I'm
That's-
32 years old. I have 5 kids in 5 years.
5 kids. Holy shit.
I have 2
One
kids.
baby mama.
That's impressive.
How old are you?
32.
32. And you're homeless. And you are too. Is that right? And same with you? So you want to tell me some stuff? What were you saying there about decriminalization?
Oh, okay. Well, the decriminalization stuff, that's a little bit different.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure why they want to decriminalize stuff. However, from my experience of being in jail, about 50% of all the people that were in jail and 100% of all the people that were getting beat on all the time. And so in jail, there's a hierarchy of who is the biggest piece of shit.
How many times have you been to jail?
Just a couple times.
Times?
Nothing serious though.
For what? Like, for example?
Okay, so the first time it was for an assault charge. I was told that my grandmother's house would be burnt down. And by the way, fun fact for you guys not in Canada, it is crazy out here.
Yeah.
We just don't use guns. Anyway, and I mean, just so you know, that makes it crazier because it hurts a lot more.
Yeah.
But
You're saying there's definitely a gun problem.
in Canada?
No, in America.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely.
Oh,
Even
yeah.
though they're in denial about it.
So did you know in America there's actually more guns than there are people?
I know.
Yeah.
The statistics are pretty scary.
However, there is more guns than there are bullets. So that being said, we're gonna run out of ammo before we run out of guns and people to use them.
What's your drug of choice, man?
So I used to be a coke dealer.
Okay.
And so my drug of choice would have been cocaine.
What's yours?
Meth.
Meth. Is that what you were smoking there a minute ago?
Inside.
Yeah. How long have you been on the streets?
Sold for the past 2 years. Ever since I lost my house, in the span of about a couple months, I lost my place that I've been living on and off for 10 years. My sister died, was died in a troubled pregnancy loss. At the same time, a couple months after, the ex that was my best friend.
Hang on, let the train go by. We're downtown Calgary, right here on the corner. Your sister died?
So my sister died. I almost died in a ectopic pregnancy loss, which I've been wanting to have a kid since I was little, for a long time. I'm really good with kids. Dude, my ex, who's actually my best friend, I have to stop referring to him as my ex because he was just my best friend. But he died a couple months after.
Died of what?
A heart attack on his kid's couch.
No way. So I'm wondering, like, when you guys are homeless, do you guys drop in at the drop-in? Do you go to the drop-in to sleep? Yeah. Like,
I don't go there to sleep. No.
where do you go to sleep? That's like.
I hardly sleep. Actually, I just slept on the side of the river there for a couple of days by accident.
In this weather?
So last night was the first night that I was homeless in Calgary. And last night,
So noisy.
that guy thinks he has a big wiener.
I know.
So anyway, the problem with homelessness is very complicated, right? So you can't really get a job without a reliable address or a mailing address.
That's right.
Now, when you're homeless, most people don't look at you as any form of trustworthy person.
Right.
That being said, if I was homeless and I just walked up to you and I said, "Hey ma'am, could I use your address to receive mail to you?" You told me, "Kick rocks, you make you homeless, mom."
Yeah.
Well, you wouldn't. You seem like a very nice young lady. You probably wouldn't. But most people wouldn't, right? So once you become homeless, life becomes drastically hard. Very, very difficult. It's very hard to get access to anything good. Yes, they have access everywhere.
There has been a lot of changes being made since 2018.
Yes.
I must say there's a lot of changes in the government that were made. A lot of rules were put in for the cops to prevent corruption. I'm not saying that has prevented corruption, but I have to say that have made a little bit of change. I am the last person ever to be caught saying like anything good about a cop. I hate cops.
Right.
Coming from my background, it's not necessarily the specific cops themselves, but just what has happened in my life. And honestly, the cops and the government and the workers have been the only people in my life that have ever really helped me. Other than after my sister died in years, this past few years, that's changed. Like when I talk about my life, I talk about like 16 years and onwards too. Before I was 16 years old, I don't believe anybody deserves to feel bad about anything that happened in my life before I was 16, and I don't like talking about it myself because it looks bad on my family, it looks bad on everyone, and then I can end up feeling like
You okay there?
Yeah, I'm okay. I'm a little bit stressed out, a little bit depressed.
Do you want to work?
I would love to have a job, yeah.
Would you feel
How about-
comfortable working in the trades? I could get you a job
Yeah.
if you would like this. Cause,
Do you want to work?
Of course. But, well, okay. Here's the thing. Money, in a sense, and the gist of it, is a lie and a myth anyway. And that's the biggest reason why I don't want to work. Now, with all the internet and all of our access to information about, say, the reason why money is a joke and a lie and all this stuff, actually correlates into that because, well, that's why there's all these distractions around here, like COVID. That was just a worldwide distraction to prevent from stuff. So, I don't know if you're familiar with Epstein Island.
No.
Epstein Island is one of the various islands that is known about where they take very, very famous people.
Oh, right. Yeah, I know what you're getting at.
They bring them to this island, and you know what they do on this island? Well, everyone on this island has fun and gets laid and bangs all the hookers.
Yeah.
I mean, when you got 1,000 very, very attractive, nice young ladies walking around, it's kind of hard not to want to put your Johnson into one of them.
Right.
Now, the problem is what they don't tell you until it's too late, and now they have information on you, is that there's cameras secretly in all of these rooms.
Right.
Now, another thing that they also like to tell you is they were all underage.
I believe it.
The thing is, morally, that's not necessarily always a bad thing, because if a 16-year-old girl is you know, if she's willing, if she's understanding, if she's capable, and that's what she wants, right? Then it's not really wrong. But in the eyes of the law, it is.
Right.
No.
Are you getting funded by the government?
for anything?
Yeah.
For this talk? No.
No. For like to live. Like, how about you? Yeah, you? You get money from the government? Are you on AISH? Okay. So you have a mailing address, obviously, and you have all that set up.
AISH is complicated, though.
AISH is complicated?
Honestly, what my worker's done,
Where'd you get the worker from? From where?
I haven't ever really talked to one of my workers. I've been switched workers multiple times. But what they've done with me is that I don't have to report. It actually says no reporting required on my card when I get it every month. I don't even have to have a mailing address.
But how did you get it hooked up? Did you go to Source?
8 years ago, or 9 years ago, maybe 10. I went, 10 now, I guess. I was going to the hospital a lot, the psych ward. I was in the psych ward 6 times in 3 months, and I was unable to work because of the fact of going in and out of the hospital. And not just that, but that's what the doctor used to approve me. But what I wrote on my age application wasn't a lie. Like, I just, like, my regular thinking on a daily basis, like, I couldn't handle being around people. When I was 16, someone tried to kill me, but through an overdose of methamphetamine. And I'd never done meth up when I was 16. Like, I had no idea what meth was. But my parents had put me into treatment at 14 years old because they said I was a meth addict. They thought I was. When I was 14 years old, I had a job. I supported myself completely financially.
Smokes are expensive.
Yes. So the thing is,
How are you making that money? Through panhandling?
well, I actually did just recently get on government funding.
Okay.
From when I was living in BC.
Okay.
Because, so what happened was, my baby mother, she has borderline personality disorder. And
Okay.
There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
I was perfectly comfortable with taking care of her for the rest of her life and loving her because I would like a loving family. And what ended up happening is she lost her mind on me one day for about 16 hours straight.
Do you see yourself straightening out? Like, how do you keep the hope?
You would actually define straightening out.
What?
Because I'm clean and sober as of right now.
Okay.
Besides what you saw me do.
Yeah.
But I'm clean and sober and by the way, the reason why I am using that substance currently, if you don't mind,
Yeah.
I would like to show you. I just went through a couple of very invasive major surgeries.
Okay.
So
What happened to your leg?
Now this is where the government and Child Protective Services gets fucked up.
What happened to your leg?
I had compartment syndrome. Now the compartment syndrome somehow got MRSA in it. If you don't know what MRSA is, that is basically a staph infection. However, it is the worst type of staph infection that you can ever get. It's literally the worst infection you can possibly get in your body.
Right.
Anywhere in your body, anywhere in your blood, anywhere. Now, they don't even know. The doctors claim they don't know where the staph infection came from. They claim they have no idea. Doesn't make sense.
Why'd they cut your leg open?
Okay, so my leg, right now, both of my legs are relatively the same size.
Right.
This leg was about that big.
Okay.
And that's not an exaggeration. An exaggeration would be this big. Like,
Right.
It was quite literally that big. So when I was undergoing my drug addiction issues, I had lost probably 40 or 50 pounds in about 6 months. Now, I'm sure there's a lot of people in the world that would love to lose that kind of weight that fast. However, I'm not that healthy if I lose that type of weight. If I lose that type of weight, my immune system gets shot. I get sick easier. A lot of bad things start happening to me. I get very weak. I mentally get weak. I emotionally get weak. I start becoming unstable. I start becoming very angry. Lots of bad things happen to me. Now, I have ADHD. ADHD is okay and it is manageable and it is possible to live with. if you understand the symptoms, side effects.
I got to tell you something. I got to interrupt to tell you guys that I got to go because I got to get to that class at 9 a.m. and at 10:02.
Go ahead.
But I'll see you guys again. And I don't know what to say except that I was just, really concerned about where you find shelter when it's really cold. Like in the summer, okay.
First come, first serve.
At the drop-in.
At pretty much any shelter.
But you don't go.
I hate sleeping at drop-in centers, specifically for the fact of, like he said this morning when he woke up, he was robbed.
Yeah, I heard that a lot, that you get robbed there.
Yeah.
Honestly, I have a lot of respect for a lot of people downtown. I've earned a good name when I first came down in 2015.
I really don't mean to paint a bad picture to shelters because there are resources there that can help people out.
Yeah.
But you see, now I'm a guy who's about 200 pounds.
Yeah.
There's nobody on the face of this entire city that would look me in the eyes and try and take all of my shit. And so, for the fact that they did it,
until you're sleeping.
for the fact that
They wait till you're sleeping?
For the fact they did it while I was sleeping, that's one thing. Now she is pretty much half my size, or less. I'm guessing.
I do look tiny, but I'm definitely not weak.
I'm guessing she weighs about 120, 120 pounds. And now, could you imagine if a guy my size decides to get on top of her while he's high as hell in the middle of the night?
It's not separate. It's
Dangerous.
I
co-ed.
can protect myself, but thank you. But he's right.
Right. There's people out here that are sick in the head.
Yeah.
And the government doesn't do shit all about it.
Right.
The government, like I said, has been making a lot of changes since 2018. I have to say. Not saying that it's fixed. And there's definitely a lot of more issues that definitely need to be worked on.
I heard they're going to convert that old Greyhound into a...
To a shelter?
Yeah, I
That'd
think
be a
so.
great
That's what I heard, yeah.
I guess I should add that a lot of what I speak on is actually outdated because since I found out that I was having two beautiful little children, I completely 180'd my life. I had 3 phones that were drug phones that were making me $20,000 a day.
Holy
every
shit.
day, all 3 of them. I was making upwards of $500,000 a month at 17 years old. And I found out I was having kids and I fired all of my friends, told them all to get jobs. While I did that, I actually got them all jobs and turned all their lives around too.
Maybe I'll see you guys tomorrow. I really got to go. But we'll continue this again if I see you guys. So I'm Janice, friendly talker, and thanks for talking to me, you guys. Thank you so much.